Hey, bro, hold on a second. Dude, I watched this crazy movie.
Yeah? What movie?
The Martian, oh my god.
Oh, really?
Bro, guess how this dude makes soil?
His poop.
Oh, so you've seen this.
Read the book.
Wait, there's a book?
Yeah, you should try it sometime.
What, the book?
No, reading.
Real funny, hippie. Well, challenge accepted.
Hippie my ass.
Holy shit, bro, I just read this crazy book.
He made soil from the bacteria in his poop. Okay?
You know, there's way more going on in here than just poop.
And?
And he made soil with bacteria from his poop, okay, but still, the point is, I have an idea.
Here we go.
No, you gotta listen to me, just for 1 second. How would you grow on a lifeless planet?
In domes? I don't know.
No, I mean, how would you create life?
Through sustainable resources.
Now you sound like a hippie.
I built a station.
Of course you built a station, not a space station, some kind of random organic workstation. I'm guessing you have a plan for all of this.
Want to go off planet? Let's start at the bottom.
So it looks like you got this under control.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure we totally got this.
Sounds good. Good luck, hippie.
I was always searching for the highest quality cannabis. Well, it turned out, if you want something done right, you're just gonna have to do it yourself.
And you don't have to wait now.
Welcome back to Vader Vision. This week, starting our adventures in living soil food webs, we are going to start off with creating earthworm castings. Now, we've used earthworm bins in the past, went ahead and ordered this earthworm in. Supposed to allow better air circulation, so we're going to give it a try. I went ahead and ordered the Mega, slightly larger, used 2x3s for a frame since it's a little bit heavier once we get it all stacked up. Now, we're going to use cocoa to layer into our worm bin. This is used cocoa. It has been flushed out, run some enzymes through it. It does have some extra old roots and everything in there for the worms to mac on. So it makes a pretty good medium for layering in worm bins and worm ins in this case. We went ahead and ordered some earthworms from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm. Here's the information if you'd like to order the same worms. I just ordered these randomly, did some research, and looked like they were a pretty good product available these days. So I'm not sponsored or anything special by these guys. I just actually ordered these all on my own. Went ahead and ordered some red wrigglers. These are probably the best kind of worms to use in your worm bins. Go for the shallow worms, the ones that don't burrow too deep. In the past, I've ordered the ones that burrow very deep, and they didn't eat and produce as much worm castings, so that would be my recommendation when you're first ordering worms. Now, these red wrigglers come in a peat moss mix. They've been kind of dry for a couple of days, so have to make sure to get them some moisture here just to keep them alive, but they're looking really good. I have ordered worms in the past where it took too long for shipping and not all of them made it, but it looks like this was a nice, big, healthy, fresh batch, so stoked about that. I'm just going to drop them on top of our layer cocoa on the bottom, and we're going to layer another layer of cocoa on top of them. Now for food, I've been running some bokashi from Table Scraps. These are fermented table scraps using bokashi. We will go over bokashi in episodes coming up in the future as we dive into this more, but for right now, all you need to know is this is some earthworm food that we've made up through table scraps using fermentation. We're going to drop this layer on top of our cocoa layer, kind of break it up as much as we can, be nice and gentle, don't need a ton of it, and we're going to drop some fresh greens on top of that, and then once again, drop a layer of cocoa for the worms to crawl from the bottom all the way up. So as they move from the bottom of the inn up towards the top, they will eat away products and create nice microbial environment on the earthworm castings that we can harvest through the bottom. So here we go. We got this all set up. Nice and quaint for now. It'll take a couple months to really get through all of this. Oh, and before we forget, I do want to put some reverse osmosis water, some clean water, give them some fresh moisture right on top. I'm gonna give them a hefty amount, and I'm gonna do this every day to make sure it's kind of like a wrung out sponge. We don't want it to be too wet, but you don't want it to be too dry either. You want to give them a little bit of moisture. So nice and gentle for the worms. They're all ready to go. They'll keep cooking, and we're gonna move on to our normal weekly maintenance. So starting off, clones, they are doing their thing. waiting for them to root. Air conditioners working out great, keeping the room at 70 degrees, a little bit cooler for this veg environment. Moms doing well, growing on up. Some of them, like this one, looks like it's limping a little bit, but that's just because we got the lights on 24 hours and this one's sleeping where the other ones are a little bit more awake. Cookie Mom in the back, really getting up there towards the bulb, so just going to slowly pinch the stalks and bend them over as many branches that are reaching up towards the lights. I do want to take clones eventually, so I don't want to just cut these back down. Want to get some extra clones, so I'm going to try and bush them out as much as possible. Give them another week here. Nice and gentle with all the branching. There we go. Slowly but surely. There we go. Even out that canopy. Here, we can see, just trying to get a little bit better look. Just going to give it a nice squeeze, take it nice and gentle. I don't want to break the stalk. I just want to squeeze it so that I break all the cellular material inside of the stalk, or a lot of it, and it gets kind of the limp on over. There we go. Evening out the canopy, trying to get more clones producing off all the side branches. And just wanted to show this because this is something I do often, every few days as I cruise through the mom rooms, just trying to even out some of them when I can get in there. I also have some of the bulbs off. I don't want them growing too fast, so we only got 4 lights on. Just letting them chill, not get too out of control. Reservoirs I've been keeping up on, they're all topped off with nutrients and water, so we're all good. Jumping into the Death Star flowering room. Nothing too exciting going on in here. We're kind of in the middle of our flowering cycle. Everything is starting to bloom, stretching up through all of our trellis. Malibus, everything looking good, coming along. They had a little bit of light nutrient issue one week, so not as big as I would have liked, but you learn something new every round. Checking out all of our seedlings, they have come along wonderfully, stretched up through the trellis, lots of unique phenotypes in here, looking really good. Very happy with all of these new seedlings, especially the Vaders. The Vaders got some nice, big, hunky, beautiful girls. Like this one in the back, gonna have some beautiful nug structure. Really excited about that. Empire Houdini tray, looking good. We got our cookie cross back here. We got a couple of names floating around within the team, so we're trying to figure that out. But other than that, everything's looking really good. Oh, and over here, I do have the air conditioner runoff line going into a reservoir. Just pump it back out every few days. I did drop it in a reservoir because I didn't want to just dump it out the drain and hardline it. I wanted to be able to take the water and at least throw it outside, so I just manually pump it out for right now. Just personal choice. That's why I didn't hardline it. So we got it run into a reservoir, and every 3 or 4 days, need to make sure I empty it. Looking good in here though, so do need to top off these 2 reservoirs. Everything else is looking good. So today we're just gonna drop our little giant pump into our 55-gallon reverse osmosis reservoir barrels, pump some clean, fresh water on in. Once we've topped off each of the reservoirs, I'm going to check our electrical conductivity, decide what our ratios are, how much I want to add in, and we're going to drop in our NPKs, enzymes. Definitely adding boost now that we're deep into flowering, start bumping that level up for the sweeteners and the micronutrients. And also, of course, we're going to give them a little bit of our root booster still. But that's pretty much it. Everything's looking fantastic, so we'll check on this again next week. Jumping over to the breeding rooms. Our Alien Rift looking fantastic. Really excited about this. The male looks incredible. He's just starting to drop his pollen, so giving him little shakes every couple of days. Just getting that pollen out there onto the girls. Not completely necessary, but, kind of fun. Fun to watch. Getting busy. Getting them busy. Obi-Wan, ready to go. Pollinated everything in here, flopped on over. He's done his job, so we're done with this bad boy. Girls all seeded up, we can see. All of their pistils shrunken down, brown. They have taken seed into their calyx and now producing some nice, big, fat tiger stripe seeds, hopefully, here as we move through the cycle. We're just going to raise the male on up with our pulley system. It's worked out really good this round. I'm sure here eventually I'll add in some sort of automated pulley so I can just turn a switch and we won't have any lines running outside the room. But for this round, it worked out great. Just a simple try. Wanted to try out the pulley system to see if it would work. You never know, the roots could have been growing too far down and still been in the water, even after we pulleyed. I wasn't sure how it would exactly work out. But all of these worked out perfect, so I'm really happy with this whole system. Making a little bit of some improvements as we go. Vader. We already raised him up last week, and he's already limping down. starting to lose his viability. Eventually here all his pollen will be dried out and we'll be all done with him. But he's pretty much dead and dying off, so no more problems with that. He was a really great male, seeded up everything wonderfully. All of our females looking fantastic, nice and frosty, full of seed. It's going to be a nice little harvest on these. And I'm really excited about these Jedi in the back. They look really healthy, and I'm really stoked to get some Jedi seed going as well here with this Vader line. And a little hard to see, but over on the right side there are a bunch of Vaders, which all look very healthy as well. They're just kind of covered up by the male. Sliding on over to our Jawa Pi room. Jawa Pi male, completely dead, no more viable pollen, definitely all dried out. So I can open this room up if I'd like, probably open this up next week, get the male out, start checking on the girls, see how the seed development's going. I can definitely see some brown tiger stripe seeds. I can also see some green or lighter ones still developing. So we'll have to check in on it next week. Sometimes it can be deceiving. These might have brown tiger stripe seeds underneath a green little sheath layer. So we'll have to investigate some more once we can pop the room open soon. Very soon, we'll be harvesting our first room. So very stoked with this room. It was stacked and full. Nice, very nice run. Well, thanks for joining me this week. Although I've been busy with a couple extra projects and trying to put a little bit more effort into episodes like this, we will at least be continuing weekly updates, so there is that. And if you do enjoy the extra effort for episodes like this, then make sure to spread some of that aloha love and hit the like button, leave a comment, share with your friends, and subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again soon enough, but until next time, I'm Vader, and I'll see you later.